everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm doing a requested video which is going to be my top 10 unisex perfumes that can be worn by men, women or whatever gender you feel like identifying with today. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. It's all about perfumes. I have hundreds of other perfume reviews, lists, videos like this, so do check them all out and do subscribe if you've not already. I'd love to have you here. So unisex perfumes have become more and more popular, I think, but they've been around for a long time, and of course perfumes that are marketed at male or female audiences can still be worn by anyone. So technically every smell is unisex, like it's just what you want, but there are some perfumes that are specifically called out as being unisex. In terms of thinking about like the range of fragrances, the fragrance wheel that I did a video on a few weeks ago, female perfumes tend to be more floral, fruity sweet, and then male perfumes tend to be more towards the woody or oriental vibes, though they both can have very ingredients that work well in both, like vanilla and other like edible gourmand scents, and also like citrus and fresh oceanic notes. So I'm going to start with probably the most famous unisex perfume, which is Calvin Klein's CK1. This of course was very popular in the 90s when it came out and is still very popular today. I think this came up on my Amazon top 10 best-selling perfumes when I looked on there, that I did that video on a few weeks ago, so still going strong. This is like a green, citrusy, very fresh, very clean feeling, that sort of just stepped out the shower feeling, but it also, in addition to that sort of lemony vibe, it also has pineapple and wood, so it feels fun, it feels fruity but fresh fruity. It also has some notes that come through after a while, like I think cardamom, some slight floral note, woody notes like cedar and sandalwoody. So initially you get citrus, and then the dry down you get a more woody, subtle note. It's definitely the kind of thing that you can keep topping up throughout the day. It's not super strong. It's sort of light and fresh. It's an eau de toilette, I think, and it's just easygoing and the kind of thing that anyone could wear to any occasion. So next on my list is the brand new one from Calvin Klein, CK Everyone. This just came out 2020, and I think this is kind of like a updated version of CK1. The branding is a little bit cooler and the smell I think is a little bit more now like current. So whereas CK1 had so many fragrance notes, I think like over 20 fragrance notes in, CK Everyone is a bit simpler and much more focused on the orange zestiness, whereas CK1 was more focused on the lemony bergamot citrusiness. So CK Everyone is that fresh aquatic greenness, but more towards an orange vibe. I personally prefer CK Everyone to CK1, and yeah, it's very uplifting. I love orange perfumes. I think they last a little bit longer than lemony ones, but they still have that fresh citrusness. So a really nice addition to the range from Calvin Klein there. Next on the list is I guess one that would come in an aromatic herbal category, one of the newer ones from Gucci, Memoir de Une, the one that had Harry Styles as a man obviously, and then ladies as well in the advertising, so it was really marketed as for anyone and everyone. This is a chamomile perfume, so musky chamomile, which of course is quite unusual. It is definitely unisex, like it's not flowery, like a female flowery scent. It's a very green woodland chamomile, and it does have woody notes in, and it also has almonds and vanilla in as well, but it isn't sweet. It's definitely herbally woody. I don't think this has sold that well, simply because I guess chamomile isn't like the kind of thing that the world was crying out for, a fragrance all about chamomile. Like, it's quite a niche thing, and my opinion is by trying to aim for everyone, it's ended up not being aimed at anyone. So it's not really masculine, but it's not appealing to men, it's not appealing to women. I'm not sure who the buyer is of this perfume, and when I speak about this to people, a lot of people agree that they find it just a bit odd, but there are some people that love it, which of course is great. And same with every perfume, there's always someone that loves it. But yeah, this, if you like herbally, if you like chamomile, then this is your unisex perfume. Next on my list is Acqua di Parma. Their Blue Mediterranean range is so beautiful. They're all unisex, and the bottles, the packaging, the branding, I love that like blue, transparent blue, but it's so bright and vibrant, and then the vibrance of the logo orange. Like, I just think really warm August day in the Mediterranean. And they have a whole range of perfumes, all inspired by different fruits and vegetation that is from that Mediterranean area. So if you've ever been to the like Italian coast, the Med, there is a certain smell that that area has, like this smells of warmth and it smells of the vegetation, and these are all inspired by that. So very cool. The one I've picked out here for my list is Arancia de Capri, which is a orange one. I said I loved orange. So this one is really orangey. It's so refreshing. I could spray this all over me all day, forever. Super, super refreshing. But I also wanted to call out their Bergamotto one, which of course is bergamot, and that is a really zesty lemon. So if you liked, if men, things like Eau Sauvage, Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue for women, you like those lemony ones, then this is a really sharp sherbet, tart lemon, very refreshing. Just talking about it now, I really want to spray it all over me. And they have amazing like body creams and different products that go with them as well, so you can really layer up the fragrance, and this is perfect unisex perfume for when the weather's really hot and you want to feel like you're in the Med. Next on my list, Tom Ford. They have quite a lot of unisex perfumes. I think I'll pick Black Orchid, probably their most famous perfume, the one that everyone knows from Tom Ford. And to be honest, I've mainly found this to be worn by women, but it is unisex. So this is for your more spicy oriental lovers, with chocolates, truffles, patchouli, so very gourmand, very edible scent, very deep, very warm. Vanilla, incense, spices, so it feels a bit Arabic. It feels it's quite heavy, warm perfume. I think this is more for cold weather, for winter, autumnal weather, when you want to feel cozy. It'd be a good Christmas perfume, and definitely more nighttime than daytime. So if you are into that area of the fragrance families that are edible, incensey, oriental, then Black Orchid is that deep, heavy unisex. They also, from Tom Ford, have Soleil Neige. I think it means like sun white. Again, this is kind of oriental with benzoin, but it has more floral notes. It's lighter. Orange blossom, white florals, and vanilla. So it's, if you find Black Orchid too much and you don't like the incense in it, then this is a way of getting that more unisex, clean, but deep oriental notes in a unisex perfume. Next, from Maison Margiela, the replica range, which you've probably seen. They have this range of perfumes which are all replicas of real life smells. They are all pretty much unisex, but Jazz Club is the one I wanted to call out, and this really smells like you're in a sort of smoky Brooklyn jazz club or New York jazz club, and you can smell the liquor, you can smell the smoke. It kind of is like a fire is like next to you. It feels kind of gunpowdery, fiery, very comforting, very winter, very warming. There's also some sweetness of vanilla in there as well, but it's the kind of smell that if you ask someone to smell it, they would not say this is male, they would not say this is female, they'd say this smells like you're in a jazz club. So very neutral, very unisex, but really different, really interesting. Not many perfumes that have this kind of fun smell, and it really, when you smell it, really like takes you to when you've been in a place like that, or if you've ever sat near a log fire, it feels just like that. Next, some from Jo Malone. So their new Golden Vanilla Vetiver is unisex. This is quite a heavy one, especially for Jo Malone where they have so many light ones. It comes in their black bottles, which do tend to be heavier. And of course this is, as it says on the tin, vanilla and vetiver. It has a cardamom-y vibe in there as well, but very unisex. I think this is maybe a slightly more towards the male than the female side, just because vetiver is something that's in so many male perfumes. So to smell it, you think of a male perfume automatically, but it isn't necessarily that. And the vanilla, that sweetness, gives it a warmth, but perhaps brings it more into the unisex zone. But if you like green vetiver with that warmth of the vanilla cardamom, then this, again, very wintry, very warm unisex. Jo Malone London also has English oak and hazelnut, so a lovely warm nutty woody perfume. It really is like oats, hazelnuts, I think some cedar in there. It feels very woody, very earthy, outsidey. Again, very different, not many perfumes like this. So if you're looking for something a bit different and you love that woody smell, and hazelnuts of course remind me of praline, remind me of Christmas time, roasting hazelnuts, and this is like a warm, clean wood. And I don't think any unisex list would be complete without, of course, the Molecules one, the famous molecule perfume that came out that everyone was talking about from Eccentric, and the marketing around this was like, oh, it all smelled different on everybody. I think a lot of that was like marketing and advertising and not really accurate. So this is a perfume like any other with fragrance notes in. It's not got some special ingredient that really does make it, like on one person it smells like a rose, on another it smells like spices, on another it smells like grass. No, that's not how it works. It has actual notes in it. It's got pepper, iris and lemon in, so but quite weak. But the main note in it is a synthetic creation called Iso E Super. Don't know why it's called that. So it's a man-made synthetic fragrance note, and it's in quite a lot of fragrances. It helps fragrances last, and it also creates a fuzzy, warm feeling. So perfumes that are a bit cashmere or a bit sparkling, or feel like they're bonding with your skin and you can almost smell your skin, that's this synthetic ingredient that does that. And so I think that's why people feel like it's bringing out your smell, because it just is there to, it just makes smell bring out. So because it's not got that much to work with from those simple like lemon, pepper notes, I think it just brings out whatever it can, and that's kind of where they're going with this one. I think, I can't remember how much it is. It's quite expensive, and I do think maybe a bit overrated. If I was choosing a unisex perfume, I'd say, what do I want to smell like? Do I want to smell fresh? Do I want to smell green? Do I want to smell woody? Do I want to smell spicy? Like, pick what you want and then get the perfume that fits that, like from the others I've mentioned. Ooh, this is a bit of a sort of meh perfume for me, though I know so many people have these, people love them. They are quite strong because they have so much of that synthetic ingredient in, so you can smell them on people, but to me they just smell of synthetic smell. They don't smell of real perfume. But that's just my personal opinion. I'm sure people will disagree with that. So yes, that is my list of unisex perfumes, 10 unisex perfumes. Let me know if you like any of these. I'm sure there are loads of others you want to add to the list as well. So let me know down below in the comments. But that's it, guys. So thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not already, and I'll see you again real soon in the next video. Bye.